Good evening. It is November 29th, 2023. This is legitpodcast.com. It is legit paranormal news. I am King Michael.
Cyn Shrader Hill Author.
Sarah Paranormal.
Mandy the Machine.
And now for our top story. Cyn.
All right, we're talking.
Let me interrupt you for 1 second, though. First, I apologize for this. I should have said this for the show. So David could not be with us tonight. I don't know if you've noticed, but that's Sarah, not Dave. So that's the first thing. And I hope Dave gets well soon. But really quick, I was going through conspiracy theories, and I realized that there's some that even I can't slightly get behind. But I digress. Number one, these are all alleged conspiracy. Everything's alleged. If I have to say alleged the whole time, I will, but I don't want to. So just everything from here till I stop talking, alleged. Number one, Stevie Wonder is not blind. Now, here's the thing. There's levels of blindness, and it's rare for someone to be completely blind where they can't see any color or shapes, stuff like that. So there's been weird things like where Shaq was on an elevator and Stevie Wonder got on it and he was like, "Hey, Shaq." Shaq was like, "What?" Or Lionel Richie tells a story of how Stevie Wonder played him a song in his car and started backing down the driveway. Yeah. And then there's that footage he's playing on stage with like McCartney and all them, and the mic stand starts to fall and he catches it. But the thing is, like, I can see all that happening. Like, oddly enough, I don't know. Whatever. Rocks are not soft. I'm sorry. Rocks are soft until touched.
No.
It's not just no, but who would get behind who? Like, imagine making a petition. Oh man, I can't believe the rocks are soft. Traffic barrels are left up for so long because the Department of Transportation bought too many. And have no place to store them.
All of them?
No. You know how you see, like, every now and then you'll be like on a highway and there's just one or two barrels, and you're like, why is that orange barrel still there? Like, you've never seen a random orange barrel ever? Anyone?
Yeah,
Bueller?
of course.
All right.
Yeah.
They never go pick those up. You know that, right?
Right.
Yeah, they just leave them. So they have no place to put them. That is somewhat true, but I mean, it's not a conspiracy. Giselle is a witch, and she cursed Leonardo DiCaprio so that he was not able to date anyone older than she was when she left him.
Huh.
That's just. By the way, that's a bad excuse written by Leo. The movie Frozen was made so that when you Googled Walt Disney Frozen, his head did not come up.
What?
So they didn't want. People kept Googling because Disney supposedly froze his head. So they're saying that Disney made a movie named Frozen, not because it was cold and had to do with the whole movie, but because when you would type in Disney Frozen, you wouldn't see his head anymore. You see the movie. That's a stretch and a half. You'd hurt your back on that reach. The U.S. government pushes for green lawns because you need pesticides for green lawns, and pesticides cause cancer. That's a big pharma nod, and I mean, if they're getting us through our grass too, I mean, like, whatever. At that point, it's like, whatever. We are injustice. The government controls the weather, but here's what bothers me. So celebrities. Wow, I couldn't say that word. Celebrities can have nice weddings. Like, you lose me there. Not one. Like, yeah. That's the reason they control the weather, because celebrities want nice weddings. The 5G waves will activate the blank vaccine microchip, turning us into zombies. Allegedly. That's ridiculous. That's Finland does not exist.
What?
Here's the thing. I don't know why. The flat Earth. I'm sorry, flat Earth. Flat Earth. Your social security number indicates which bank you was sold to at birth. What? Your social security number indicates which bank you were sold to at birth.
Where did you even get these?
No, but these are legitimate.
These are
on
like you dug for these.
Yeah, they
You
were on
dug.
Wikipedia. They're in there. Oh, this is like a good sandwich. They're in there. Let's see. Oh boy. Dinosaurs created the pyramids. What? What
I
now?
mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, if they knew stones and they could like
Brontosaurus.
Even them?
shape
Like, even
stones.
Wait, haven't you seen the Flintstones? The dinosaurs built everything. They were the construction workers. They put him on the Brontosaurus and he lifted his head up and right.
They were moving rocks only because they were in bedrock, moving rocks.
Were they soft before they picked them up?
Right.
Yeah, it might have been. You don't know. Lizard people are running the world.
Just ask Putin.
Yeah, well, Putin believes that. Michelle Obama is a man. Yeah. And you know what they do? They use that generated thing to make her into a guy, and then they use that photo, and they're like, "See?" And it's like, "See what? That you know how to use an AI thing?" So, here's what I got left: chemtrails, mind control through TV. That's fine. Did you guys know that the Poland tried to get into the space race? Instead of going to the moon, though, Poland declared that they were going to land on the sun.
That's a Polish joke. No,
it's not.
No.
It's
It's
How
a
is it a
Polish
joke?
joke.
Because it is.
Because it is.
When asked how they were going to land on the sun,
See, here it goes. But
Poland replied, "We'll go at night."
You are such a jerk. You're such a
Neil
jerk.
Tyson DeGrassi, who I got to be honest, if I listen to him too much, man, I want to like wrestle him to the ground. He gets obnoxiously intelligent. He's intelligent to a point where he throws it in your face, and it's like, Neil, you're not even that intelligent sometimes. Like, you say some dumb stuff. But now, do you guys know that there is I've said this, but do you know there's an asteroid that is could potentially, not gonna, has a chance of hitting the Earth and completely knocking us into another whatever age, and we won't know till 2026 to 27. That's when it'll first be where we can see it, and it has to hit a little a little keyhole. It has to have the luck to kind of make its way right to this little space. But if it does, then we have to start like figuring out how we're going to stop an asteroid in like 7 or 8 years.
But they're doing that, right? They're practicing, Mike. They're practicing like trying to move the asteroid. I saw Neil deGrasse Tyson talk about this.
Okay. So I'm scared to death, right, of being underprepared or overprepared. And here's my different fears, and I'll be quick. Underprepared means we're just not ready. We don't understand you can't just send a missile to blow up an asteroid and think, "Oh, it's going to be bits. It'll be better." It's just going to destroy everything even worse with more waves, tsunamis. Lastly, the whole thing with Neil Tyson DeGrassi in this thing is that what if they put us into a panic for like 7 years? What's to keep them from going, "Hey, by the way, you know that asteroid we were talking about?" Well, and we're all like, "Yeah." And they're like, "You know that keyhole space I was talking about?" And we'd be like, "Yeah." And they'd be like, "It's going to hit us. 6 years. Good luck." Well, like, what happens? What happens then? What is the asteroid plan? Like, everyone has a nuclear bomb fallout plan. Everybody has like all these weird plans, right? But I don't think math for asteroids. Go ahead.
Number one, all of the toilet paper will be bought completely out the first day.
I don't think so, because I think if an asteroid hits, the last thing you're gonna have to worry about is toilet paper.
Right. But
No,
it's going to be bought out completely. You can't.
But
you won't be able to find it.
do you know what the scariest part is? Like, so Ben Affleck's still available, but we can't even call Bruce Willis to save the planet
Exactly. Exactly.
anymore.
Oh, that's from a movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, this is real life.
Was it Armageddon? It was called. What did it call? Yeah, it was
Yes.
called Armageddon. And
One of
there's
the
Liv
best
Tyler.
movies.
Yeah, it's a good movie. Aerosmith did that whole song. I don't want to miss a thing.
So good.
There were 2 movies made about the same topic, destroying the asteroid, in the same year or two. Ben Affleck was in one, and I believe Bruce Willis was in the other.
They were in the same movie.
They were in the same one.
All right, then who starred in the other one?
I don't know, because Ben
he's in
Affleck
that-
is dating Bruce Willis's daughter in the movie.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But so the other one is Armageddon, and then there's another one. It's like the exact same movie. It's one of those movies that where, like, Bug's Life?
Yeah, it's cute.
There was that other Bug movie that came out at the same time, Ants.
Oh, with Jerry Seinfeld, yeah.
But like, in other words, like, that's happened before, where like they both they're trying to push out the same sort of movie. And there we are. Sarah, over to you.
Over to me. Okay, so I'm going to read from this book that I picked up in Savannah, Georgia, called The Christmas Bestiary. Do you know what bestiary means? Because I did not. I had to look it up.
I'm afraid to.
Do we get a guess?
Yeah, guess what bestiary means.
Do I get to see a photo, or do I have to just guess it?
No, the book is a bestiary. The book itself.
All right, I'm gonna get. Let me start with. Let's break this down. The last part of that word is like a diary, so it has to be something of a diary. Correct? You guys with me on that? Bestiary, Yari, that's a diary. All right, bestiary. What's that mean? Best. It's like I don't know. Your best life.
Best of.
Ready? It is a descriptive or anecdotal treatise on various real or mythical kinds of animals, especially a medieval work with a moralizing tone.
I like it.
What? That's the definition?
I had to look up words in the definition.
Say the definition again, please, because you know what? Bestiary should be more than 3 or 4 words to describe it. But go ahead. I want to hear
descriptive or anecdotal treatise on various real or mythical kinds of animals, aka cryptids, especially a medieval work with a moralizing tone. So I had to look up treatise as well, which is a treatise, because like it's not like a treaty. In this instance, it is a written work dealing formally and systematically on a subject. That's
a treaty.
Yeah. Treatise. T-I-S-E.
That's just plural.
Maybe.
Yeah, no, really.
Okay.
No, I'm being honest. You're just pluralizing treaty to treaties.
Treaties.
Kind of like wheat to. Never mind. Go ahead.
Wheaties. Okay. So our first creature is called the Yule White, spelled W-I-G-H-T. It is from Denmark, also seen in Norway. Its characteristics are creeping animal with long hair, a long tail, and 8 horns. Ooh. The Yule White has lived in the dark forests since ancient times, but during Christmas time, it sets out for the dwellings of humans. Gradually creeping closer and closer, it reaches the back door the night before Christmas Eve and finally enters the house on Christmas Eve. A frightful presence, the Yule White has 8 gnarled horns atop its head, matted fur completely covering its body, and long, sharp claws. It is perhaps distantly related to dragons, as well as to the Midgard serpent. And I don't know what that is.
Midgard.
Yeah.
Serpents.
And
does it bounce?
I don't know yet.
All right, because I know what it is if it does. If you tell me it bounces,
it's not a bumble. I know bumbles bounce. Bumbles
you don't have
bounce.
to go and ruin it. You don't have to ruin my guess before I even got a chance of getting it right. All right.
It's not a bumble.
Right.
Sorry. It is described by reliable witnesses as lacking both bones and blood. The Yule White prefers to sit in a dark corner and eat its Christmas dinner in peace and quiet, which I find charming, by the way. But if food and drink aren't left out for it, it will erupt in a violent rage. I can also relate to this. If a child gets in its way, the Yule White will take the child back to its lair. If the Yule White is given some apples and nuts and left to enjoy its meal, it will usually leave the house afterwards without causing much damage, sated and satisfied.
What happens to the kids when they go to the lair?
It doesn't say.
Do they get scared and let go?
I don't know, but there's a survival tip here, and it just says, remember to leave food out in a quiet corner of the room and keep a watchful eye on children.
Yeah, that's great, but that's pre-Bumble. What happens once it grabs your kid?
Huh.
This guy.
Do you just give up?
It doesn't say. That's it. That's the end of it. The end of the Yule White. That's all it says.
They don't tell us what happens to the kids at the lair?
I mean, you didn't leave apples and nuts out, so it probably eats the kid, right? That's what I would assume.
You said it took it back to the lair.
Well, it probably takes it back to the lair and eats it. Does this guy look friendly to you?
Not really.
This man? No. And like, look how scared. Oh my God, my kid. Like,
they drew that kid. That's a drawing. That's not actually a real kid that's scared. Everybody, you guys okay? That's not a real kid scared. That's a drawing.
It's a drawing.
Mm-hmm. A drawing?
Mm-hmm. Would you like another one?
Yes.
Please, sir. I have some more. Gria. Have you guys heard of the Gria?
Yes.
Spelled G-R. Yes?
I don't know. Maybe.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
What?
Cyn says she knows what it is. Mandy just said maybe. She's doing it again. Mandy's doing it again. She won't answer a question, Sarah. She will give an answer that you have no idea what her opinion just was on that topic. Mandy, do you know what that is? Maybe.
Mandy gets a pass on everything tonight, and I think I stated the reason why backstage. So we'll just talk about that later. Okay. So are you ready?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. The Gria is seen in Iceland and also in the Faroe and Shetland Islands. Its characteristics are large and hairy troll with long hair. Danger level is 5 pine cones. This is the pine cone rating system on here that I just noticed. I don't know out of how many.
It's got to be
At
out of
Christmas
5.
time, it's probably out of 5. So it's a 5 pine cone danger.
You don't go 10 pine cones. You don't do 10.
No.
Cyn, would you do 10 pine cones? Stick with 5.
I'm going to stick with 5.
Okay, Sarah, you can keep going. 5.
At Christmas time, trolls and wights will feast and dance all night long. You must always steer clear of their revelry. Without a doubt, the wickedest of all the Christmas trolls is Gria, the fearsome Icelandic sorceress who is always on the lookout for human flesh for her Christmas dinner, is known as far back as the Icelandic sagas. It is unclear exactly what Gria looks like. Most witnesses describe her as a gigantic troll, while other sources add that she has 3 heads with 3 eyes on each one, curved nails, and ears that droop down to her shoulders. Finally, it is said that she has 15 tails, which each carry 15 sacks with room for 15 children in each. Mike, did you do the math on that?
How do you spell her name? Because I might be thinking
Eryla. But
you cannot buy a Gria. They do not sell Grias, Cyn.
She actually has 13 poltergeist trolls as her sons, called the Yule Lads.
Ooh.
All right,
she has other family members. It's in here.
Wait a minute. She's a sorceress and still a troll? I see trolls as not sorcerers. They're not like, you picture a sorcerer, Doctor Strange, but a troll?
Do you remember the gnome that Mandy went up against?
Yeah, this is true. That's horrific. That looks like something that was drawn like from Mad Magazine.
Looks like a spider with a head or something.
Yeah, it did.
It's definitely, she's got a little kid in her clutch here. She's got the saggy tatas, all sorts of scary.
Well, I mean, what? I mean, she's old. I mean, she's a troll.
Watch it,
She's a
Mike.
troll. No.
Mike.
No,
Mike.
she's
Mike.
a troll. She's a troll and a soul. Never. Go ahead. You in the podcast. You get to say that, but I can't explain. Go ahead.
Wait, Cyn, maybe you can help me out with this. I don't know how to say that. She lives in a cave in the Dinu Borgir lava fields in Iceland.
Yeah.
Along with her third husband, Lepoadi. Naturally, she ate the first two husbands because they bored her. She ate her husbands because they bored her. I love this MFN troll.
Oh, where did Mike go? You scared him.
There he is.
Yeah, he disappeared.
What's going on?
You guys get all excited about a troll that ate the husbands, and I'm out. I gotta go when that happens. Can I ask how you spell the third husband's name?
Yes, it's Leppalu with an accent over it, and then a
What does it mean?
OI with another weird accent that I don't know what it is.
What does
It's
the
a name.
mean?
I don't know.
Well,
I don't
because it's
know.
very
It
close to my
doesn't say.
last name and my name, and LEP usually stands for rabbit or hare. So calling him a Lapa, whatever you just said it was, that's pretty close to, I think.
Leppalaudi.
I would think of, that could have something to do with, does he look like a rabbit? Oh, and by the way, Cyn, the other night on the Paranormal, when I yelled out Easter Bunny.
Yeah, no one
First
caught
of all,
that.
do you remember that, Cyn, when I yelled it out like I was like a little kid who just saw the Easter Bunny and freaked out?
No.
Sorry, you remember it, right? You
I
remember
remember it.
What are we talking about?
I don't know. Pat said someone saw like a very large rabbit. Mike just goes, Easter Bunny.
Easter Bunny. I couldn't, like, you know when a little kid sees them and you lose it? It was like
I think I skipped over that part.
I couldn't stop it. Just happened.
I laughed.
It's like the jerky.
Easter Bunny.
Yeah, bubbles up and it just. All right, I'm sorry. Go continue with this horrible woman.
Okay, she has an equally dangerous Yule cat, who is on page 76, and her innumerable sons, the Yule lads, who aren't to be trifled with either. The whole family is lethal, but Gria's speciality is to sniff out badly behaved children. At Christmas time, she leaves her cave in order to catch them, and her appetite is insatiable. Her favorite meal is said to be naughty children's stew.
This is barbaric that they would let this woman make a stew. Is there any mention of the authorities?
The survival tip says to be on the safe side, stay away from Iceland entirely during December.
Did you happen to notice any of the Yule lads' names?
No, it's not in here. What
Would
are
you
they
like to
saying?
hear some?
Yes, please elaborate.
One of them is called Door Slammer.
Door Slammer.
He repeatedly bangs shutters in the night like an angry poltergeist. There's also Window Peeper, who stares ominously in on children as they sleep. And there's also Meat Hook, who steals hanging and butchered hams with a long hook. And the fourth one I have is called Sky Gobbler, who's supposed to be the most frightening brother. He goes straight for all-out destruction because he simply devours the sky and everyone's oxygen in it.
Yeah, there's I think there's one of the Yule lads is bald in your 20s. One of the Yule lads is no. Seriously though, no. Listen to me. The fact that he's called Door Slammer,
Yep,
is like you didn't even try. You didn't even try to give him a name. You just
I did.
No. The people that named them.
Look.
I believe you, but what I'm saying is, they heard doors being slammed, and they're like, "What was it? Door slammer?" Like, we try to scare kids to the point where they obey us. Like, parents could never control their kids because these things are just made to scare the daylights out of kids. Oh, they come for bad kids. Oh, the parents that are bad people, they leave them alone. You kids, though, these stories are all to scare the daylights out of our kids because we can't control them. I'm sorry, I got out of hand. Okay.
That was December 1st and 2nd from the Christmas time bestiary. I was gonna read some more of these for TikTok, but like if you want to give the other ladies time, like I can read another one. Up to you.
Wait a minute. What do you mean if we can give the other ladies time?
It said if you want to give the other ladies the time now.
Well, me and Mandy are taking our time.
Yeah, did you just
Oh no, she didn't.
Did you just
listen, Leopard. Listen,
didn't.
Did you just walk into the
She
news
ain't taking
and
my
tell us how to
time.
take it back? Did you just do that too? No,
She ain't taking my time. She ain't taking Mandy's time.
Oh, God.
All right, you could tell one more.
Who's gonna do that?
Okay.
All right, let's do a one that I can pronounce. So, Baba Yaga. How about Baba Yaga?
Ooh.
Oh, the boogeyman. John Wick.
Range Eastern Europe and Russia, but it says here hideous old woman with a hooked nose. Danger level 2 pine cones.
Wait. So it's only 2? It's only 2.
Only 2 pine cones. 2 pine cones.
That can't be that bad.
No, can't be that bad. She is, however, the most feared of the Slavic creatures. She is an old witch who is often described as being as ugly as she is cruel. Her house is in the forest, stands on a chicken. In the forest and stands on a chicken leg? What?
I don't know. You're reading it.
Okay, her house is in the forest and stands on a chicken leg, which can walk around so that the old crone can keep her eye on surroundings. Oh, wait.
So her house is on a wow.
Her house is on a chicken leg.
Makes no sense. Makes no sense. How is one chicken leg gonna walk? You can't walk with one leg. It hops.
It's a hopper.
It hops.
It's not walking. You can't walk. You can't walk. Cannot walk.
It's a hopping house. Okay.
Hops. A chicken
It
leg.
hops.
A chicken leg. Hops.
It is also surrounded by a fence made of human bones decorated with skulls. Baba Yaga eats children who venture into the forest in spite of warnings of their parents. The lucky children who have escaped her clutches talk of the bone-chilling sight of Baba Yaga flying around in her giant mortar, hunting for suitable prey. The form of Baba Yaga that can be found around Christmas time is a much more benign presence. As a rule, she doesn't seek out children to eat, but tries to steal their presents instead. Thankfully, little ones have a powerful ally when facing Baba Yaga. The Russian Father Christmas will often team up with his lovely granddaughter, Snow Maiden, to vanquish the fearful Yule Witch. Survival tip, don't go in the forest.
Imagine if you came across something like that in the forest.
The hopping chicken leg?
The house with those bones around it.
The first thing I would do if I came across that in the woods, in the forest, is I would not get scared, but I would immediately start to think, what did I eat or drink that has me tripping like this? Like, what did I take? What did you take, Mike? What did you take? Because how do you get scared if you see a gigantic chicken leg? Like,
that would be terrifying.
It's ridiculous.
Have you seen a chicken leg? A live one? They're terrifying. They're terrifying.
Yeah, not really. They're not really terrifying. Maybe to you, but a gigantic one?
Can you imagine one big enough to hold up a house?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I don't want to be around it.
It's like what? It's like looking at clown shoes. Clown shoes. Like, no, it's ridiculous. I wouldn't get scared. I'd be like, that's ridiculous. That's scary. Is like something jumps out at you. That kind of stuff. You hear something. A chicken leg in the woods just doesn't do it. Thank you. All right.
You're gonna dream about that tonight and be terrified.
You think so?
Yep.
Well, first, I'd like to thank you for wishing that upon me.
You're welcome.
and I like to throw it back.
I had a
Tonight,
nightmare about tuna last night. So
you're gonna have a
Tuna?
dream.
Wait.
Yeah.
Tuna?
Yep.
You had
Why
a nightmare about tuna?
Why in God's name did tuna strike such a chord with you just then?
I don't, because it's such a weird thing. Nightmare about.
Cyn, I hope you have a dream tonight that is the most boring dream you've ever had.
Thank
And
you.
you just are stuck in it for like 20 minutes. And you know what it is? It's just you sitting at like a bingo hall, right? And you're in the
No.
bingo hall. Everybody's smoking, playing bingo. Cyn, you don't have a card. You just got to sit there, watch the old ladies
so cool.
dab and dab and dab. And that's going to go on for about 20 minutes.
That's just mean.
Oh, that was mean is what she said?
What?
I said boring. She said have a bad dream. There's a difference there.
No, she didn't say you have a bad dream. She said you're going to dream about the chicken leg.
Yeah.
Maybe you're hungry. Maybe it's a delicious chicken leg. Maybe it's a nice
Mandy,
house on top of the chicken leg.
Mandy, did
Maybe
you buy what they're selling?
Yeah.
No, of course. I lost complete control then. All right, over to you, Cyn.
You know, I love Mandy. I love Mandy. I love her. I love her.
This chick right here.
Over to you.
Me?
Oh, hell. Chicken legs.
Yes.
It is me, right? Okay. So I'm talking about December 5th. And the reason I had to do it tonight is because next Wednesday we will have missed it. So
True that.
yeah. So Krampusnacht. It is German origin. Krampus, or as we say it over here, Krampus. Over in Germany, they actually say Campus. So they leave out the R, which is odd to me. But it is the demon of Christmas that walks around with the St. Nicholas. And the feast of St. Nicholas is on the 6th. So that's why Krampus night is the night before. So St. Nicholas leaves nice things for all the nice kids. And the naughty list gets flipped over to Krampus. And he will leave coal and sticks, things like that, if he's being nice to them. Otherwise, he chases them with birch branches, whipping them. If they're super bad, he will confiscate the kids, take them to his lair until they decide to be better. And if they're super bad, they're just going to hell with him. What do you have to say, Mike?
I just feel like we're scaring kids tonight.
You didn't see his banner, Cyn?
I've seen the different versions of Krampus, whatever you want to say. It's just a lame Santa-like scary
What?
idea.
No.
What do you mean no?
Mm-mm.
No.
Oh,
No.
Do you believe in Santa?
I believe in Krampus.
No. Do you believe in Santa?
I believe in both.
Okay. How's that possible?
Because I'm part German.
How could there be both?
You got to have good and evil. We've talked about this before, Mike. You and I have gone down this road many times.
I
Good,
agree.
evil. You
But
got to have both, or it doesn't balance out.
Santa would get rid of this guy in a heartbeat. He'd have elves like ninjas attack and kill this guy or take him to the North Pole. Like, no way would Santa let this guy exist. And
Santa doesn't have elves like door slammer and window peeper.
No.
No, he's got like tinsel and like
Yes.
Names like that. What's the difference?
Silverbell.
Yeah. Door slammer, Silverbell. Just sounds like a bad horror movie. You have it in between. Oh yeah. What would that be? A Santa Claus that goes around giving presents and then slapping the kids.
Right? No, it's not. It's the difference. It's for the good and the naughty children. So there's different, there's different standards for the kids.
No,
depends on how they behave.
You know what I find weird is that Sarah just keeps speaking.
That's what I do. This is your fault for saying, Sarah, do you want to do the news tonight? So I don't feel bad for you.
But I didn't. You don't have to feel bad. Just don't feel bad for me, at least. So you can't have in between again because it's what's in between those two? Nothing. Like Okay, continue. I whatever. Go ahead.
All right. So, all right. In the beginning, Krampus was thought to have been part of pagan rituals for the winter solstice to scare away winter. But they kind of figured out that wasn't the case. It came along later on. So he is associated with Christmas now, and despite efforts of the Catholic Church to ban him. All right, so they arrive on the 5th. Krampus is believed to be a half-man, half-goat beast who accompanies St. Nicholas on his journey. He's towering at 7 foot. He's a tall, hairy creature with large...
Whoa. Slow down. Stop. Did you say accompanies Santa?
St. Nicholas.
That's Santa. They go out together?
He gets the bad ones. He gets the bad lists. Were you listening to me earlier?
Wouldn't if they have told us about the fact that there's 2 of them by now? Like,
you better watch out. You better not cry. You know all about that stuff. That was to keep the kids so they would be good kids and get gifts instead of coal. Hello, where have you been,
dude? Those are just songs. Those are just things to control the kids again, to keep them from being out of control. You tell them bad kids don't get presents.
Krampus is taking care of the bad kids. Help me here.
Santa would not travel with Krampus. That's just not going to happen.
Mike, I'm just telling my story. I'm just reporting as I'm supposed to report the news.
This is like me telling you guys that there's happy people at Halloween that go around making sure people aren't scared and hugged. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like the opposite of my favorite holiday. And it's Santa Claus that you're attacking right now. And I got to admit,
attacking Santa
this
Claus.
might be the first
Santa.
time I'm outraged. I think I might be outraged. I've reached the level of being, I'm outraged.
You stay outraged with me.
I am outraged that you
this
think
is
that
just
Santa
for
has
this
an evil twin.
Particular show. He doesn't have an evil twin. It's not his evil twin. No.
I've been taking notes. Oh.
Well, you better check your list. All right.
Okay.
So anyway, 7 foot tall, hairy creature, large horns, goats, cloven hooves, bulging red eyes, a whip-like tongue, fangs, pointed ears, and a lot of depictions show him wearing chains, traveling through town on a pair of mismatched feet. So one cloven hoof and the other a bear-like claw. He carries a pitchfork, or more traditionally, bundles of twigs he uses to swat misbehaving children.
First off,
Sounds
a bare foot and what was the other foot? A hoof.
Hoof, yes.
You know how that
That's
would
just
like a peg leg. It'd be like a peg leg.
Yeah.
Clip clop, clip clop, clip clop.
Yeah.
This MFer is 7 feet tall, clip clopping down the street with red eyes,
and
with
chains.
Santa, and I've never seen him in Silent Night or Charlie Brown Christmas. I've never seen him. I've seen all these depictions of Santa, and you saw Elf. I never saw this guy. Christmas Story, never saw this guy.
He was in the closet.
I'm not gonna say a word, but go ahead.
Okay, so in countries where Krampusnacht is celebrated, St. Nicholas rewards the children, right? I told you that, with presents and sweets. And I told you about Krampus taking them to his lair if they're very bad or go on to hell. In some cases, he just eats them.
He's taking kids to hell?
Did you not hear me earlier? Do you never listen to me?
Oh, wait a minute. Santa gives presents. That's the best you get from Santa. Am I right? This other guy takes you to hell. Isn't that a bit extreme,
That's
Mandy?
the
Your thoughts on that?
extreme.
Is that extreme, Mandy?
Well, if you're going to hell. But, I mean, Santa, if you're being naughty, you're not getting shit from Santa.
You tell him, Mandy.
But does that mean if you're naughty, you got to go to hell with this other guy?
If you would only listen to me
from her, from what she's saying in her story, it sounds like the naughty children will
be stew.
Or stew.
So,
yeah, there you go.
Yeah, naughty child stew.
If you're just a little naughty, you're just going to get spanked with those whips, with the birch twigs.
I think I saw him on Tinder.
Oh, really?
We just slipped out of the show for a second. I think we just went through a bad. This isn't Cinemax at like 3:30 in the morning. Get back to the story. What are you saying?
I'm just saying, if you would listen to me, you wouldn't have to ask all these questions. The hell part was for the very, 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 very bad. If you're just a little bad, you're just going to get switched. If you are a little more bad, you're going to get cold switches and all that kind of stuff. If he takes you to his lair, he gives you time to realize your mistakes to be a better kid. And then he lets you go back. You don't have to necessarily go to hell unless you just don't decide to get better.
Yeah, because most kids, when they get taken to the lair of a 7-foot, glowing-eyed, clip-clop beast, they always go, you know what? Screw you. I'm going to be me. And they get thrown in hell. Most kids do that. They don't cry or beg to go home. Go ahead, Cyn. I'm sorry.
All right. So it's celebrated in many places across Europe. And of course, it has come here, Mike, in the last few years. And let's see, there are Krampus parades. There are some of these celebrations where they'll actually hand out twigs to the families so the kids know that Krampus is watching them. So they'll be good. In Austria, Germany, Hungary, Slovenia, and the Czech Republic, Krampus Lauf or Krampus Run involves alcohol, people dressed as the creature, parading through the streets, scaring spectators, and sometimes chasing them. So remember the 5th of December, Groß von Krampus.
You ever notice these freaks, they write these horror things, but they always throw in a party? You ever notice that? Paranormal people, right? They always give you this horrendous horror story, but they always throw in a party at the end because why not, right? Let's celebrate it. That was good reporting, Cyn.
Thanks, Mike.
My blood pressure went up probably to 200. We started off with mystical creatures that live near Santa. Now one who rides with Santa, and I'm a little nervous here. But over to you, Mandy.
Well, I find it interesting how whenever we talk about things, sometimes it all just seems to go together.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna happen.
I just was looking up some interesting monsters, mountain monsters found lurking in the Appalachia. Ooh. And one of them is called the Wampus Beast.
Wampus?
Wampus Beast.
W-A-M-P-U-S? Wampus?
W-A-M-P-U-S.
Sarah, write that down.
The large black feline-like creature lives in the woods and has been spotted around Pleasant County, West Virginia. Wampus beasts are 4 times the size of male mountain lions and weigh in at 500 to 600 pounds with massive paws. The predators have a strong odor like a cross between a wet dog and a skunk.
Nice.
That's the scariest thing so far. I believe that the most. I believe that one the most. And I would be, listen, if I see a chicken leg in the woods that's like holding up a house, I'm seriously checking to see what I ate. However, if I see a cat that big and it stinks like a skunk, holy Christ. What do? You can't run. Do you run? If you see something that big, do you run? Because they love when you run.
Yeah.
So you got to do that slow backing up shit. I'm sorry, that slow backing up stuff.
I'm probably going to play dead.
Good idea.
I don't know what to do. I'd probably panic. Just stand there and look at it like, wait on it to make its move. So if it's coming at me, I'm probably going to, I don't know.
Don't be that person. Don't be that person that when someone runs at them, they just, it's like,
Mandy would come alive. Are you serious?
God, I don't know, man. I don't know. Who knows? I might do something crazy to it, throw something at it. I don't know.
If it's going to kill you, you might as well fight it, right? If it's going to rip you apart, you might as well throw one.
I would probably try to find something big and hit it, if I could. But the next one is the Wolfman. A large canine mammal is roaming the hills near Wolf County, Kentucky, believed to weigh in 500 pounds and stand taller than 7 feet in height. The Wolfman has fur similar to a bear or a gorilla. It is believed to live in caves and has been seen around the area since 1970s.
Wait a minute. The Wolfman from Wolf County?
The Wolfman, yeah. Wolfie County, I guess. WOLFE. Wolfie.
Yeah, Wolf County. Yeah, has a Wolfman. What state?
Kentucky.
It says here, Kentucky.
So, could that not just be a large Kentucky fella from back in the day? Like literally, couldn't that just be like a long-haired, dirty hippie? Like, what are we saying here? What are we saying here? The Wolfman on the Wolf Court. Like, what is that? How is he from the? How lucky are you as a Wolfman to be born around a place called Wolf Court? I guess it's just a lucky Wolfman. My bad.
I'll tell you, there's some interesting. Man, there's some crazy names here. The next one is a smoke wolf, and it is solid black. The smoke wolf is a massive canine with eyes as red as the sun. One witness, let me see here. One witness who has heard smoke wolves howl and scream at night on his property describes them as pure evil, nodding. They kill for fun. The only thing known to deter a smoke wolf is a sound of a rattling chains. Deter
was the host of Sprockets.
Rattling chains. Yes. Now, I've never heard of this story here. I mean, I've heard different things with different names on these creatures, but that is weird. It kind of reminds me of something that I seen one time, a documentary on the Travel Channel where I think it was Monster Mysteries or something like that, and there was something about a wolf man or a wolf, something about it being chained up in a house, and there was like scratches on the walls. So I don't know if you guys ever seen that Monster Mysteries. Yeah, no. There's really interesting stuff on that show.
Keep in mind though, Mandy, when you say saw that, we all, at least I went, uh-oh. I'm thinking with you, it could be like you saw this, and I'm like gonna hear about what it looked like in person. Cyn, did you think that at all? When
yeah, because she's seen.
We never know.
She's seen a lot.
I never know. So I'm like, this is gonna be all right. It was on the Monster Channel.
Well, this next one is I've never heard of this. Grafton Monster.
Grafton Monster.
The Grafton Monster.
Where's he from?
The Grafton Monster was first spotted in West Virginia in the 1950s and described as a massive bipedal creature with short fur. It's estimated to weigh between 1,000 and 1,500 pounds, and it has broad shoulders. Its head sits low in front of its body, making it appear headless from behind. It is believed to eat livestock. I've never heard that, but I thought it was interesting.
I'm picturing the Danny DeVito, Winnie the Pooh, and the way they used to draw. Remember that Ziggy was here? Like they would just draw the head with the nose over the brick wall. That's what you're picturing. It's like is this like an egg-shaped character? Because you said it's small on 2 feet, but it's like 1,500 pounds. So it's got to go round. It's right? Is it round?
I thought you said it was tall.
No. Yeah. No, I think she said. Sarah, did she say she said small?
It has short fur.
Short fur. Yeah.
Fur.
Yeah, but you sure you said it was tall?
I don't think she said.
I think
it is short for 2 legs.
Broad shoulders, and it weighs a lot. And its head sets really low in front of the body, making it appear headless from behind.
Big Ed.
I don't. Okay.
I mean, what are these people? I mean, people are really saying they're spotting these things. Or what are they?
You know what? When they say that people are spotting things,
I mean, they're seeing these things out there. I don't.
But what I'm saying is, don't you want to know who these people are or how many of these people have spotted it? Because what if there's just 2 guys? What if it comes down to 2 guys that said they saw this, and they're like, "Oh, that's people." So people have seen this, and that's what we're going with.
Is Jethro and Bubba at the moonshine still?
That's
I was thinking maybe they were having moonshine.
Soon as she said West Virginia, Mike.
I didn't have to say anything. You guys said it for me. That's exactly my point. Okay.
Just one more. And this is Grimm's. These red-eyed beasts guard some Appalachian cemeteries. Legend has it that settlers throughout the region believe that burying the family dog alive in the cemetery would mean the dog's spirit would morph back into, it's almost like it would morph back into a green, a black dog with red eyes, and the dog would then protect the graveyard. Does this not remind you of Pet Cemetery?
Pet Cemetery.
That's what that just reminded me of.
No, this sounds like you ever see Weekend at Bernie's? Of course, yeah, but it reminds me a lot of Pet Cemetery. A lot. What? All right, is that all, Mandy?
That's it.
All right, I have some actual quotes that I wanted to go through. These are some of my favorite quotes that I've read in a while. So this is a Mitch Hedberg quote. It's my favorite of his. It's, "I'm sick of following my dreams. I'm just going to ask where they're going and hook up with them later." President Merkin Muffley. "Gentlemen, you can't fight here. This is a war room." Have you ever seen Dr. Strangelove? One of my favorite quotes. "My mother always used to say, the older you get, the better you get, unless you're a banana." That was Rose from Golden Girls. I mean, these are things to live by, I guess is what I'm saying. Halloween is the beginning of the holiday shopping season. That's for women. The beginning of the holiday shopping season for men is Christmas Eve. David Letterman. Let's see. "Before you criticize someone, you should walk a mile in their shoes. That way, when you criticize them, you are a mile away from them and you have their shoes." Jack Handy. "Clothes make the man. Naked people have little or no influence in society." Mark Twain. See, that didn't make sense. "Before you marry a person, you should first make them use a computer with slow internet to see who they really are." Will Ferrell. "I love being married. It's so great to find that one special person you want to annoy for the rest of your life." Rita Rudner. "Ned, I would love to stand here and talk with you, but I'm not going to." Phil Connors in Groundhog Day. Just a couple more. "When your mother asks, do you want a piece of advice, it's a mere formality. It doesn't matter if you answer yes or no, you're going to get it anyway." Irma Bomback. "I want my children to have all the things I couldn't afford. Then I want to move in with them." Phyllis Diller. "Never follow anyone else's path unless you're in the woods and you're lost and you see a path. Then by all means, follow that path." Ellen DeGeneres. "Insomnia sharpens your math skills because you spend all night calculating how much sleep you'll get if you're able to fall asleep right now."
Yeah.
That's anonymous. And lastly, "Breaking up is like knocking over a Coke machine. You can't do it in one push. You got to ride back and forth a few times, and then it goes over." Jerry Seinfeld. Cyn, what would you like to say to wrap up the show?
I wasn't ready for you, actually.
Right.
My books
you have a book on Amazon. There you go.
Books are on Amazon. All 5 of them. Please buy them. Make great Christmas presents.
How do we look you up?
Cyn Shrader Hill Author on Facebook, on Amazon, and see, I'm good now. Go ahead.
I'm glad you're good. Mandy, what would you like to say to wrap up?
All right, if you want to see some live paranormal investigations, you can go over to Ghost Sisters, and we'll be live for the next 4 nights. We'll be in Indiana filming, and we're on all social media: TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. And also, if you want to book a personal reading, you can follow me on Intuitive Medium Mandy.
I think that a paranormal team should one time include a dance number, like as like a just to goof with everybody. Like, and I'm being serious. Like in the middle of you were watching the Sears documentary, and all of a sudden, bam, 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 and it was like a legit dance number. You'd be impressed at first, you'd laugh, and then you probably want to know why you were watching the show.
We actually did a dance thing at the asylum where we're going today.
I knew that.
That sounds fun.
We did. It was awesome. Like everybody came out of the rooms, and they were playing. All my single. No, it wasn't All My Single Ladies, but it was a good song. I can't remember the song, but everybody was dancing, and we had paranormal equipment, and we were breaking it down in the middle of the asylum. And
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I love it.
You can't pitch anything absurd to Mandy because she'll top it. She'll top it, and you just it just kills the whole. I can't be absurd with her. I'm trying to be absurd. She's like, oh yeah, every single lady. All right.
You talked about this, and I had to throw it out there.
Okay, Sarah.
Can I start with my own quote that I heard today? Getting back with your ex is like putting poop back in your butt.
Ooh.
I've not heard that one.
That was my friend.
No, it's not. No. Nope. That went too far. That's too. No.
Someone actually said that to me.
When she does.
Yeah. Like, why would you do that? You already got rid of the poop. Why would you put it back? So I just thought I'd share.
That person needs to work on their analogies. That's just
you can't say, hey, up there. You can't say a word. You're talking about poop all the time.
Helen said, that's why I brought it up. I was like, what do we don't have in this show yet? Poop.
Mandy, you've been here the whole show, correct?
Yes.
Poop. Have I said poop once?
I think you might have said shit. Or poop, maybe.
It was you, man. I think it was you, Mandy.
No, I did say it, but what the Christ? How can you even do that to me? I can't even get you to say I didn't say poop. Just trying to get the joke finished, but and you won't even. Yeah, I think you said. God damn it. Was that all, sir?
No, it was not, Mike. This Thursday, so that's tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern, I'm actually going to be on the Ghost Hunter podcast with Mark Pritchard. So that's 8 p.m. in the UK, but 3 p.m. Eastern, our time. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's free at Legit Podcast, DOTCOM. And what else we got going on, Mike? That's coming up. Come on now. Help me out there, buddy.
We have on 1/1/24 is the further down the whole relaunch. We actually have merch that will be available for the further down the whole movement. That's kind of weird that I said whole movement. What I mean by that is, see, that would have been a poop joke, Mandy. Right there, right there. That's that, Mandy. Future references. That was a poop. Okay. No, but further down the whole is just going to be the expansion of Legit Podcasts, the addition of a few shows, and to go literally deeper into things and to figure things out a little bit more, maybe be a little more critical of certain things as opposed to just being, nice. I'm not saying not be nice. I don't want Krampus or Krampus to come get me. What I'm saying is, to be honest, it's going to be just a more. We're going to take a more honest, more in-depth dive with all our shows.
How can you be more of a curmudgeon than you already are?
We're going to find out.
Yeah,
we're going to find out.
Yeah, I don't think.
Really?
I'm a pretty. I like curmudgeon. If I could get a leather jacket like Lenny had from like Laverne and Shirley, like he had Lone Wolf, but I could get curmudgeon over the satin jacket, I'd wear that son bitch. but poop. Oh, hey, by the way, you know what's great about Atkins tumblers?
What?
It keeps the hot stuff hot and the cold stuff cold.
What more could you want in a tumbler?
Thank you. It's true. It's damn true. And you know what? I still haven't got mine.
I don't have one.
I still haven't got mine.
I actually had them. I had them custom made from Atkins tumblers for the Block Island investigation. But I'm gonna get on it, guys. I'm gonna get on it. We're gonna make sure everyone gets one.
I picture her with two tumblers, two gigantic, perfect Atkins tumblers at the same time with the straws just go one to the other one because she's stealing my tumbler. She's not gonna give it back. She's not. No, she's not.
Nope, it's mine now.
Okay. See, the truth.
You have my glasses. So
I do. I have reading glasses. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. I can't look through them.
I have your tumbler and you have my black sparkly reading glasses.
What a trade. Boy, did I win that deal.
Yep. I would like to see you in black sparkly glasses, Mike.
Can you wear the glasses next show, Mike?
Yeah, that's gonna look horrible, but I'll do it. I'm wearing this hat, ain't I? I need a legit beanie. My head's getting cold. There you go. There you go.
Hey.
There it is. There it's been.
All right, guys. I will get you one.
So, no one else has anything else to bring to this monumentous podcast? Any other groundbreaking? No, we're good. I think we're good. So, for Cyn Shrader Hill Author, for the Machine Mandy, for Sarah Paranormal, it's me, my clever King Mike L. This was legit paranormal news brought to you by legit podcast.com. We will see you again tomorrow night for legit paranormal clips and legit paranormal 101.